Now, during his inaugural address, President Biden said the deadliest days of the coronavirus are still ahead of us. He says we'll have to put politics aside and come together to move past the pandemic. Stephanie Whitfield shares the new president's plan to get more vaccines distributed quickly.
Leading up to today's inauguration, President Biden shared details of his $1.9 trillion stimulus package. If approved by Congress, his administration says it would provide stimulus checks, jumpstart the economy. It would also provide billions of dollars to expand COVID-19 vaccinations.
In his first act as president,
let's say a silent prayer for those who've lost their lives and those left behind, and for our country.
President Joe Biden paused to remember the 400,000 people who have died in the past year from the coronavirus.
We're entering what may be the toughest and deadliest period of the virus. We must set aside politics and finally face this pandemic as one nation.
The Biden administration will do that by creating a national vaccination program to get states on the same page. His $1.9 trillion relief package, called the American Rescue Plan, includes $20 billion to get more shots in arms faster. The plan would fund community vaccination centers, send mobile units to hard-to-reach areas, and hire 100,000 public health workers. The new president calls the vaccine rollout up until now a dismal failure. Moving forward, his ambitious goal is to vaccinate 100 million Americans in 100 days.
We will get through this together.
Stephanie Whitfield, KHOU 11 News.
With the vaccine rollout and even the vaccine itself, we are staying on top of all of it for you. And you can text the word vaccine to the number on your screen, 713-526-1111, and we'll text you back with the links to the latest on distribution and availability. Again, just text the word vaccine to get that automatic response.